Well, March is Women's History Month, and tomorrow is International Women's Day. And to celebrate, we want to share with you the remarkable journey of a trailblazing American leader. Please welcome to the show Dr. Antonia Novello and co-author Jill Tietjen. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. This is quite the honor. Yes. So we want to jump into all the amazing work that you've done, as well as the book here. Dr. Novello, I want to start with you. You're the first woman and first Hispanic Surgeon General of the United States. Again, just such an honor to be able to talk to you. Tell me about the experience and how you came into that role, because that's not something you just wake up and do one day.
Well, it was just, I follow Dr. Koop, which is really the biggest figure in public health in the United States, and so I guess the government didn't know who could substitute him, taller, fatter, bigger, and so they found just a short woman Hispanic to follow him. But I think being in the National Institutes of Health and being the deputy director of the Children's Institute was very important at that time to find me, and so I'm very grateful that they did.
Yes, and we are too. I mean, you've made so many strides, and for all of the women watching at home, especially those who, you know, feel like they may not be able to do something so big, it's so incredible to see somebody like yourself who has done so much and done so much for people like yourself and like other women out there. Now, your book, it's called Duty Calls, everybody. It begins here in Denver, which is incredible. So why did you choose Denver to start?
Well, first and foremost, my publisher is in Denver.
Yes.
Second, I think Denver has so many ways by which we were able to get in touch with important groups in where we have already been there. And also my co-author is from Denver. So at that moment, I think that Jill probably can say a little bit more of why are we in Denver, but it has been a very pleasant experience.
Oh, good. And Jill, for you, I mean, why was it so important to start here in Denver?
Well, I don't know that it was that important, except that this is a wonderful place. I've lived here 43 years, and her story is so inspirational. All of the challenges and obstacles that she has overcome, and I think that there are many audiences in Denver that can benefit from learning about the story.
I completely agree, and I think that, again, you know, Denver is becoming so culturally diverse, which is amazing for our city, but again, oftentimes I'm sure I can feel that there are so many barriers and boundaries to have to leap when it comes to making it kind of closer to the top. So having a story like yours is so inspirational for so many. Now, Jill, I want to talk about the process of writing this book because it can't be easy. What do you hope that people take away from it, and what was the process like to get the story together?
Dr. Novello had already recorded 24 one-hour tapes.
Wow.
So there was a start. And then I transcribed 18 of them. 6 had already been transcribed. And then the process was filling in all of the holes in order to tell a story and to tell her very important story. And we became complete and total partners. She was as invested as she could possibly be in the process. I would ask her a question. I would have a response probably later that day or the next day. Just a very, very collaborative process. And then as I was writing the book, she was reviewing what I was writing. She was making comments. Totally, as I said, totally invested in the whole process of the book. And that makes it so much easier when you have that collaboration and that partnership.
Yes.
And then the friendship that has resulted from writing the book together.
Oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. And again, the inspiration is so wonderful, which is so great. Now, Jill, tomorrow you're off to DU. You guys are doing a whole tour. You told me a little bit about it, and my goodness, I don't know when you all sleep, but so impressive. So this is all part of the campaign, of course, for change, which is Champions of Change, which is so great. What can people expect at DU if they're going to be out there tomorrow?
It's a wonderful panel of 3 very important women trailblazers and pioneers.
Yes.
Dr. Novello, the first female and first Hispanic United States Surgeon General. Carlotta Lanier, the youngest of the Little Rock 9, who at 14 years old integrated Central High School in Little Rock, Arkansas. And Linda Alvarado, who has a construction business here and is co-owner of the Colorado Rockies. All 3 of those women have been inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. So it will be inspiration, inspiration, and inspiration.
Just a little bit more of inspiration. Absolutely. Well, Dr. Novello, we've had the honor too of speaking with Carlotta Lanier. And how does it feel for you to be up there with 2 other incredible women who have been so impactful?
Frightened?
No,
No, I love to meet women who have made it in spite of all the odds.
Yes.
And I think it's important because the young women of today have to realize that if we got here, so can they.
Yes.
So looking through these 3 lives, they shouldn't ever again say, I cannot do it. And so the most important thing is get a mentor, get an education, and look into the lives of other women who have had so many difficulties and still they made it. And so I always tell them, when you cannot break the glass ceiling because you haven't learned how to or no one has told you, lateralize.
Yeah.
But do not lateralize to die, lateralize to build, because the one who is anti-you is no longer looking at your performance.
Yes.
And for that reason, always remember, the one who double crosses you is always the one closest to you. So lateralize, build, and one day, you will be able to find them in the road and you look back at them and says, remember me? I used to be in the back. Have a nice day.
Wow. Where's my notebook? I need to write that down. That is actually an incredible way to look at it too, because so often too, you don't realize, but it is the people that you trust most, or something will happen and you just get so down on yourself. So to be able to, like you said, lateralize and build from there, I think is huge. Now you just touched on it a little bit, but I want to ask you to, again, especially for the young women out there, the younger ones who are saying, you know, maybe this is as far as I'll go, or this is all I can do. How do you break not just the barrier of people out there telling you can't, but yourself and yourself telling yourself that you maybe can't do it? I mean, how do you
disregard the ones who do not believe in you?
Yes.
Disregard them. Always get a good education. Trust your family, because they're always going to be on your side, and God knows you're going to need them across your life.
Yes.
And more than anything, don't be afraid for anyone to tell you no. There's always a second opinion. So I remember the guy who did not interview me and told me we're looking for a few good men. And I bypassed him, went into the next door, and I joined the National Institutes of Health. I dedicate him part of my book, because how stupid to have lost the opportunity. And now look where we are. So that happens to all of us.
Wow.
So disregard the negativism. Think positive and don't take negative. Anyone who doesn't want you being better. Sometimes it's the jealousy. So remember always, the one who double crosses you is always the one closest to you. So learn who is the Brutus in your camp, so you stay away from them. And when the time comes and you're big, don't forget your family, don't forget God, and more than anything, always remember, the best revenge is success.
I love that so much. Okay, I don't want you to go anywhere. We need to keep talking. Ladies, thank you both so much for being here. I'm so honored to have you guys here and can't wait to dive more into the book. You guys are incredible. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
Of course. We'll pick up Dr. Novello's book, Duty Calls, wherever you buy books. And tomorrow, she and Jill will be at the University of Denver from 6 to 8 on that panel of Champions of Change, a conversation with National Women's Hall of Fame pioneers for International Women's Day.